Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Tuesday, the 24th of October 2023. Today is, of course, match day, and it didn't go as planned. Adam Barrett's second game in charge as manager of Millwall in this spell as caretaker. He's obviously had 3 games previously, but this is his second in this spell. And it ended in defeat after being 1-0 up. So let's have a look at the match report from millwfc.co.uk. Lions suffered then defeat to Blackburn Rovers, who for some reason came dressed as bin men. Millwall were beaten 2-1 by Blackburn Rovers at the Den in the Sky Bet Championship on Tuesday night. Wes Harding gave the Lions an early lead in South London, but goals from Joe Rankin-Costello and Callum Britton turned the game on its head. Adam Barrett made 2 changes to his starting lineup for the visitors of Rovers, as both Brian Longman and Billy Mitchell replaced Murray Wallace and Alan Campbell, who both dropped to the bench. Oh, interesting. Both Scottish. Oh, what's that about? Anti-Scottish. Adam Barrett's anti-Scottish tendencies coming to the fore there, huh? There were just 3 minutes played when the Lions took the lead. A free kick was lofted into the box and kept alive by Jake Cooper, with Harding able to capitalise on the loose ball and head under the grass of Blackburn keeper Leopold Wallstead. Millwall looked for a second shortly after from Joe Bryan's corner kick, but were then caught out following a cheap concession of possession. That rhymes. With Rovers breaking away in a 3-on-2 situation. Longman did his best to prevent the ball from travelling further forward, but Brooke Norton-Cuffy was there to tidy up at the back post as the ball went out for a goal kick. Adomi Makus burst to the edge of the box on 14 minutes, was halted by a Blackburn defender, but referee Andy Davies was unmoved, with the visitors equalising on 22 minutes as Rankin-Costello's shot squirmed past Bartosz Białkowski via deflection. Maku's touch let him down as he beat his man and raced towards the penalty area at the midway point of the half, while Zion Fleming's header hit the back of the net 3 minutes later, only for Norton-Cuffy to have carried the ball out of play before he crossed to the Dutchman. Białkowski pulled off a smart stop as Blackburn advanced into the area, and Tyree Stolen flicked towards goal on the half-hour mark before Imaku headed a Cooper cross over at the other end. Sammy Smedek's effort then went wildly over as the first half petered out into a draw. Intelligent play from goal scorer Rankin-Costello almost set up a Blackburn chance 5 minutes into the second half, but the Lions' defence raced back to snuff out the danger inside the penalty area. There was no stopping Britain's strike on 51 minutes, however, as the right-back was able to dart forward, exploit the space and curl an effort past a helpless Białkowski to put the visitors into the lead. Joe Bryan, who pulled up seconds before that goal, was then replaced by Murray Wallace. Romain Esse also replacing Longman as the Lions attempted to get back into proceedings, and they nearly did with 90 seconds of the restart, but Volstead was well placed to tip Tom Bradshaw's header behind. Norton-Cuffy's dipping effort was grasped by the goalkeeper in 56 minutes, but there was real moments of worry for Millwall at the other end shortly before the hour mark as substitute Andrew Moron and Smodix almost forced the ball across the line whilst unmarked. Wallace's cross on 63 minutes was flicked towards goal by Bradshaw, but only for the striker to guide the ball onto his face and wide of the post. With 2 further substitutes, George Saville and George Honeyman, then getting straight into the action on either wing, the latter crossing for Cooper, who glanced her header wide. Honeyman's deliveries were proving a thorn in the side of Blackburn with 18 minutes remaining. His corner was nodded on by Bradshaw and into the path of the on-rushing Harding, but the defender was unable to add to his goal tally on the night, diving in to direct it just wide. As the clock ticked into the final 10 minutes, Dolan sprung the offside trap and struck towards goal, only to find Białkowski's save tipping his effort onto the crossbar, with Esse's first time hit blocked as the Lions sought a late equaliser. Try his own might, Millwall could not find a second goal in the latter period of the game, and 5 minutes of stoppage time, Esse's header, which went wider than the post, the final chance of the night. And the team was Białkowski, Harding, Cooper, Bryan, Norton-Cuffy, Denor, Mitchell, Longman, Fleming, Bradshaw and Maku. The subs were Wallace on 53 for Bryan, Saville on 66 for Mitchell, Esse on 53 for Longman, and Honeyman on for Imaku on the 66th minute. The unused subs were Truman, McNamara, Campbell, Leahy, and Adam Maliki. So defeat. This is everyone seems to be all doom and gloom. They want the entire coaching staff forcibly removed, mutually departed, as they say. Let's mutually depart the whole lot of them. I thought we didn't actually play that badly, to be honest with you. This is what a lot of people said. If you want to play more attacking, what would you rather? We played Garrett style and won the odd game, won enough games to be there or thereabouts, or do you want to play more attacking and end up losing, winning and losing rather than drawing? And that's what we got today. We played more attacking, a lot more. I think I just had a quick look. The highest XG so far this season, although including the game against Rotherham, where it was literally a one-sided affair. But we just didn't have the finishing. Now, here's the thing. If Nisbet was playing instead of Bradshaw, would we have won that game? If Sarkic was playing instead of Bart, would we have won that game? If here's the thing I would say about Barrett in terms of management. You saw Jean Dal Thomason, Blackburn Rovers manager. He made 2 changes at half time. Why did he do that? Because he wasn't happy with the way his team was playing, even though it was 1-1. He wasn't happy. And 5 minutes into the second half, they scored. Like, that was it. So I wonder what game Barrett and everyone else was watching, because Billy Mitchell, I'm not a Billy Mitchell hater. I know a few are getting on his back. He was way off the pace, obviously, because he hasn't been playing. But I would have took him off at half time for George Saville, maybe even Campbell, and I would have said, "Look, sorry, mate, my mistake. You're way off the pace out there. It's not good enough. But that's my fault for throwing you in without you getting any match minutes." See, I think this was the plan, because he put him on as a substitute in the last game, weirdly, instead of bringing Saville on, which was just bewildering for everyone. And you see when Saville come on, it was just a different gravy. Not only him, but Honeyman. Honeyman was absolutely outstanding. Another thing I would say about Barrett's management, Imaku, their number 4. It was him and the number 4 having a tete-a-tete, head-to-head. And I think Maku just come off the worst of it. I think their number 4 had the best of him, and I would have swapped him over. Now, Longman, when Garrett brought him, he played him at left. Is that not where he's supposed to be playing? Or like Garrett, is that like Garrett's man management? He forcing players to play where they don't want to play? Because Longman was playing on the right. So I would have switched them over at halftime. I would have put a Maku on the right, then Longman on the left. Now I probably understand why he wanted a Maku on the left and not on the right, because you've got Brook Norton Cuffy on the right. And so then you'll have your 2 quickest players both on the same side, but then that's probably what you want, isn't it? That doesn't really matter. If that's the way you go down that right hand side, and you've got 2 quick players that can get up and down the pitch. Not Brook Norton Cuffy. I don't know what is about right wing backs switching to right back. It doesn't seem to be an easy thing to do. We saw Danny McNamara struggling in that whole game, making mistakes. Norton Cuffy as well, a bit uneasy at the start of the game, but he grew into it, and especially going forward when we were attacking more after the substitutions were made, he looked a lot better. But yes, doing that switch from right wing back to right back doesn't seem to be a thing that players can easily adjust to. But yeah, so in terms of everyone's thinking, oh, it's all doom and gloom. That's how it was. That's what it was. That's what it was expected. People were saying this. Like, if you're not going to play Rowett ball, whatever you call it, or play Garrett style, and you want more attacking football, here you go. This is what it is. And sometimes you're going to win, sometimes you're going to lose based on your luck in front of goal and how good you are at breaking teams down. Now, that game could have easily finished 3-1, which I predicted to them. It could have finished 2-2. Could it finish, I think, maybe struggling for us to be winning that game 3-2? But maybe if there was like 10 minutes of injury time, maybe. But think the best we could have hoped out of that was a 2-2. But again, like I said, we got players missing. If Sarkic was in goal, if Nisbet was up front, I think that would have been a different story. That was a game we could have won. But this is what you wanted. You wanted attacking football. Here's your attacking football. You want attacking football? Oh, you want attacking football and results? Well, that is not guaranteed. That is not guaranteed. Sorry about that. You can't guarantee attacking football and results. You can try, but you can't guarantee it. Now, moving on to the post-match comments from southwarknews.co.uk. We definitely did enough to win the game. Adam Barrett reacts to Millwall's defeat to Blackburn Rovers and airs his grievances with the refereeing. The caretaker manager was a frustrated man after the game. Adam Barrett believed Millwall did enough to beat Blackburn Rovers as he gave his thoughts on the Lions' 2-1 defeat. Well, I doubt that. So, he's saying we would have won that 3-2? Doubtful. The caretaker manager thought Rovers' opener scored by the versatile Joe Rankin Costello was offside in the build-up. He was also not happy that Tom Bradshaw was denied a penalty after clashing in the box with Aidan Carter late in the game. Yeah, the ref was really weird. He was letting everything go, and then every now and then a Millwall tackle he would blow up for, but then straight away he would start letting everything go, especially when they did the same thing, similar thing to us, like Essay's one. So, like, are you letting it go, or you pulling up? Are you blowing up for a foul? Like, what are you doing? It's very weird, very weird. It was an eventful night in South East London that saw plenty of chances of both sides. Some great football from Blackburn and a captivating final push by Millwall to try and equalise in the second half. Asked about his feelings after the game, Barrett said, obviously one of frustration, because we definitely did enough to win the game, especially the second half when it was all us really. Little bits I'm not happy with. I wasn't happy with the build-up or the defending for Blackburn's first goal. I've seen it back and I'm not here to make excuses, but it's offside. The first goal was offside, so again, little key moments don't go our way. We get a big shout for a penalty on Tom Bradshaw, it doesn't go your way. And like I said, little key moments in games. Second half was much better. We wanted the lads to play quickly. We wanted them to move the ball with a little bit of spark in first half at times. It just looked a little bit edgy. Even there were some good bits like the shape. You have to be careful against this side because, as we know, they've got some very, very good players. And if you get it wrong, they can open you up. And with that second goal, and Joe takes a free kick, it goes down with a groin injury, and all of a sudden they break and they go straight down the side where he would have been. So little things like that just didn't go for us tonight. There were a lot of positives, especially second half. What we've got to do now, and we had it at Preston where we had good spells in the game, we now have to do it for longer periods in the game. It's been such a quick turnaround, different messages. The lads showed the effort second half and kept going and kept pushing. We have to start being more ruthless in both boxes, and that's something we have to get better at now. Asked for his view on the refereeing performance, Barrett said, listen, I'm not here to make excuses, but it's just frustrating when there's quite a few key decisions that went against us tonight. Because they're the big moments in games and they change momentum. The first goal was offside, the lines was right there. I can't believe how you can't see that. The penalty, I'll have to see it again, but everyone by all accounts is saying this is a penalty. Another big moment, but we've got to take that aside as there were bits I was pleased with and there are bits we've got to get better at. And we have to get better for long periods of the game. Joe Bryan went off with injury shortly after Blackburn's second goal. On his fullback, Barrett said, I think it's a groin, but I'm not 100% sure. I haven't seen the medical team, I haven't seen Joe properly, so I don't know yet. The caretaker boss, who was in charge for a second time since Gary Rad's departure last week, was also asked about whether keeper Bartosz Białkowski, who had plenty of saves to make, could have done better with Rankin Costello's effort, which made it 1-1. He said, I was just disappointed all round, to be honest. I was disappointed in the build-up. We worked very hard on what these are good at, and we knew they're a team that when they play it, they move, so they will run off the back of you. So if you ball watch, they're going to be on the other side of you, and it happened. And you think, okay, you got done once, don't get done twice, 3 times in the build-up. So it was disappointing. It just looked like a soft goal from our point of view. So there you go. Now, going to bring these quickly for the game. For that game, the Millwall message board. There was only one message, I believe. Happy 7th birthday to our darling Sienna, Mummy, Daddy and Albie. Love you very much. There you go. I believe that is it. Still advertising the Blackburn game. And the Matchday mascots for that game. Introduced Mill's Matchday mascots for Tuesday night's visit of Blackburn Rovers, which ended 2-1 to Blackburn Rovers. Alfie Beddoe. Tonight's Junior Lions mascot is 11-year-old Alfie Beddoe. Alfie goes to Bexley Heathcote Academy, knows his interest is playing football for Danson Sports and playing on his PS5 with his friends. Alfie's favourite player is Billy Mitchell. Next up is Ethan Powell. 10-year-old Ethan Powell attends Westlands Primary School, and his hobbies include playing football for Leos in the Kent League and playing Fortnite. His favourite player is Billy Mitchell, and he predicts a 1-1 draw on Tuesday. Not quite. Theo Burgess is next. Theo's 14 years old and goes to St George's Secondary School. Theo simply lists his hobby as football. And his favourite player is Jake Cooper. He hopes the Lions win 3-1 against Blackburn. Next up is Sebastian Nicholson. He's his 9th birthday today. A happy birthday, Sebastian. Sebastian attends St John's Church of England Primary School in Tunbridge Wells, Kent, and lists his hobbies as playing football for Langton Green FC, rugby for Tunbridge Wells FC, and cricket for Southborough CC. Quite the athlete there. His favourite players are Danny McNamara and Jake Cooper. We hope you all have a fantastic night. So there you go. That is the game today, all wrapped up, done and dusted. Now we move on to some nonsense. So this website, footballinsider247.com, bringing us a fresh slice of nonsense early in the morning. Now, when this story first broke in the morning, it had the name by Wayne Vasey right there. Wayne Vasey right there. They changed it because I've just brought it up to put on the video to bring it to you, and it has changed to Ewan Kingsbury. Now, why is that? Why is that? Did Wayne Vasey figure out that he had been that it was a load of nonsense? Was he getting in a neck from Millwall fans saying, "What is this shit?" And changed the name, or did he steal the story from Ewan Kingsbury? Who knows? But sources, apparently. Kevin Muscat wants Millwall job and is planning to bring Lions Idol with him. Kevin Muscat is interested in the Millwall job. Now, this is the day after, literally one day after. They told us that Alex Scott of Sky Sports News had said that Kevin Muscat isn't interested in the Millwall job. They're saying Kevin Muscat is interested in the Millwall job and bringing former Lions favourite Alan Dunne with him as part of his coaching staff. Well, looks like Alan Barrett's out the door then. Sources have told Football Insiders. So sources have said the Lions are searching for a new manager following the mutually departed Gary Rowett earlier this week. It is believed former Millwall defender Muscat is under consideration for the role. Should the 50-year-old land the job, well-placed sources have told Football Insider that he would like to bring Bromley first-team coach Dunne with him. That would likely be a popular move among Millwall fans, with Dunne having made over 308 appearances of the club during his playing career. The two men played together at the Den in the English second tier between 2003 and 2005. Muscat made 62 appearances across all competitions for Millwall before leaving for Australian outfit Melbourne Victory. The 50-year-old ex-Australian international is currently employed by Yokohama F. Marinos, having taken over at the club in 2021. He has taken charge of 108 matches with the championship side, winning 62 and drawing 18. Ooh, that's a lot. So what, he's lost 30 then? 38. Muscat has also been quick math. Muscat has also been the manager of Belgian side Sint-Truiden, but that was before. That was after Casper De Norre was there. So I think that was 2 years after Casper De Norre left. An A-League club, Melbourne Victory. The Crawley-born boss also held talks with Rangers about taking over as their new manager before they appointed Paul Clement earlier this month. Blah 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 blah. So yeah, what's going on here? Why did they change the name of the person who wrote the story in inverted commas? Which one of you is telling these people this nonsense? Is it degenerate gamblers who know that Kevin Muscat's going to get the job and they want the price to come out? So they say, oh no, he's not interested in the job. Quick, send a message to that geezer at Sky and tell him he's not messaged. He's not interested. And then someone else says, oh, he's coming and he wants to bring Alan Dunne with him. Probably for the local knowledge. Because obviously he's been out of the country for many years. But does Alan Dunne really know about players in the Championship? He's following the National League. I don't know. It's all very weird, isn't it? It's very weird that the geezer would change the name on the story. Like I said, what's that about? So let's have a look in here. See, so like I said, originally it said Wayne Bassey. So he's the lead man. He's the top dog, it appears. He's the founder and editor. So for him to take his name off of it, like his name was on it, and he took his name off of it. What does that tell you? It tells you there's a load of old fucking shit. Doesn't it tell you that? And then if you want to find the guy who they put on it, he's all the way down at the bottom. So he's like probably the work experience guy. He's literally there. He is there. Ewan Kingsbury, Potato Man, from the University of Brighton. Looks like a kiddly fiddler. Check his PC. Charlotte Cohen there. Charlotte Cohen. She looks alright, doesn't she? Not bad. Celtic fan base in Glasgow. So a Jewish, Scottish Jew. Okvey. Mazel Toffee. Okvey. Yeah, but so like I said, it's all very weird. And here we go. Is this where they get it? Are these their sources? Ex-footballer, is it Gabby Agbonlahor? He's been speaking with someone in the TalkSport office, because I don't know if you noticed the TalkSport office has moved to the building just outside London Bridge, where all the newspapers are. So has he been speaking to the Millwall fans who work in there? And they've literally told him that shit, and he's told them. Like, just seems a load of old shit, doesn't it? But hey ho, what will they say next week? Well, tomorrow. So what do you think they're going to tell us tomorrow? Someone else is interested in the job? Apparently Michael Beale put up a photo, I think it was from Hyde Park. There's some kind of pond with, was it the wheel? What's that wheel called? They changed it, the London Eye in the background. So he's saying, oh, I'm in London, and QPR fans, oh, he's coming to QPR. So maybe there's a big hotel that's popular for some reason in Hyde Park. I don't know why. The area around there is an absolute shithole. But is he interviewing for the Millwall job? And was that his little coded message? I'm in London. Michael Beale, apparently. Is it him? Is he the one putting out false information about his rivals in terms of getting the job? I don't know. But there you go. And that is it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.